States. It's Mark from the United States.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Mark from the States. How are we doing today? I am doing fantastic. I hope you are as well. Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate each and every one of you. Come sit on this big fake couch with me. Today, walk with me, Tim. Love this channel. Tim's a great guy, and he sees and goes to so many cool places. This video is from requested from about a year ago, and you know, if you've been watching any of his stuff now, he's going to some crazy locations. Just watched one with him going to I believe Finland, and it had, or no, not Finland, Iceland. Sorry, Iceland. And he had to leave right away because a volcano was erupting. It was so gnarly. Go to his channel. The link to this video will be in the description. Go to his channel. He just goes to really cool places. I loved his Christmas market videos. He's just a wonderful person and deserves our support. And I really believe you, if you don't already follow him, you should. So come with me. Today is what happened to Folkstone. Folkstone? It's got to be one of those. Seafront and Town tour. I don't know where Folkstone or Folkstone is located, so I'm excited to see this. Has again been requested. Just want to say a quick, having a question and answer here coming up pretty soon with Ben and Rachel from Off Day Adventures. Please get your questions in. Either go to the community tab on the channel, or leave it in the comments of this video, or even send me an email, and my email will be in the description. Also, there's Leo over here. If you can see him, don't be eating the plants. Yeah, don't eat the plants. Yeah, he's embarrassed now that I caught him. Well, I'm not going to watch him. You guys can watch him and make sure he doesn't eat the plants. Well, let's get into this. Folkstone, what happened?
Hey everyone, welcome back. So it's fair to say that Folkstone has changed a lot in the past 10 years. So I thought I'd take a trip down to see what it's like now.
Folkstone.
Please pop in for a pint. It's like, oh my god, like this
Dog
is like the
and
tiniest
water.
little pub ever.
I love it.
How cool is this? Randomly here on the beach, you can actually sit in one of the old waltzers.
One of the old what?
One of the old waltzers.
What is that? Like from a ride? Huh.
Randomly here on the beach, you can actually sit in one of the old waltzers.
Yeah, that is so. Let me get to it right here. This is, yeah, you know, tide comes in, those boats then just, you know, are on with no water, and then the tide comes in, they start floating again. It's just, that is so picturesque, so ingrained in my memory of these little seaside villages and stuff. It's awesome.
So it's definitely worth coming down here because there's loads of little boutique shops to come and have a look at. Also, I'm going to show you one of the best beaches if you fancy going for a swim in Folkstone, called Sunnyside.
Wow, look at this. This is downhill, huh?
But the weather is a little bit iffy today. Some showers expected. Still quite cool actually, but some nice places to eat. Steep street. Rather apt, sitting outside. It's about 11:30 on a Monday.
On a Monday. It'll explain why.
Reminds me of like
Tattoo
narrow
shop.
streets of Spain a little bit.
Yeah.
Almost feels a little bit Mediterranean. Old-fashioned car shop here, look at that.
I love looking at
That's interesting.
these shops, you know, these little.
So it's not only a long street, as you can
Little
see,
shops
but
on
it's
these
definitely worth
streets.
coming down and have a look in a few of the shops.
Pick up. Bounce. That's awesome.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen so many tulips. Tulips and palm trees.
Yeah, palm trees.
Look at that. There are so many of them. Look, and there's all these over here as well. Whoever's done these flowers, love the theming, the purple, the red and the blue. Look, there's so many of them.
Chummies.
Chummies, this looks good.
She was ringing me, are you in? I said, yeah, I'm in here. And I was like,
Chummies looks like a good place to get some food.
Oh, wow.
Now I'm going to be walking this way past the old the fish market. So it's a mid-morning on a Monday, so it's a little bit quiet.
Sure.
There are a few fish shops open.
Shell shop.
It's really peaceful
Cows.
actually walking around here. You'll notice there's a few arty bits and installations around Folkstone. There's a couple of houses over there. I'll talk about those in just a little bit.
Nice.
Look at that. All the old bits of shellfish just left there. That absolutely stinks. Don't mind me. I'm sure that person loves you sitting on his car. Some local whelks being
Bobs.
sold here. I can see them actually. Oh, sun's coming out just a little bit.
They've been there a while.
So although this isn't the main beach in Folkstone, it is a popular beach for bathers, and if you want to come swimming, this is probably the best place to come as well. Water quality here is actually really good. Love this little mini harbour with all the boats. There's also quite a few pubs down here as well if you fancy stopping off and having a drink.
I do.
Here, the Mariner's quite good. Closest thing that Folkstone has to a pier is over there. And also, it has something very unique called the Harbour Arm, which is an old train station platform. And well, on a sunny day, this beach gets very busy. It's popular for
Sunny
surfers,
sands.
kayakers,
Oh, wow.
and people that want to swim. This is Sunnyside Beach here in Folkstone. And it is it's a really lovely beach. It's a bronze sculpture of a...
Yeah, I love the arches back here. It's big. Now, are we in low tide here or high tide? If with the tides, will the beach get covered? I wonder. But I love those arches in the back, going all along the walkway there. That is so cool. Yeah, I love that. You're not going to get too big of waves. Very nice.
A mermaid, apparently.
Mermaid.
Look how beautiful that is. Let's go and quickly check it out. I can see one lonely surfer out there. Yeah, lovely beach though.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like I say, it's not a place that a lot of people think coming to for a beach day, but I thought I'd show you this because it's definitely worth the trip. So there's two ways of getting down to the beach. The main boring way, and then there's a slightly different way to walk down to the beach, if you fancy it. Where you go basically under this bridge. It's a bit random. You can walk this way,
Nice.
and you can walk also
Oh, that
Through.
is so cool.
all these little random tunnels.
graffiti. Oh.
Now, I have no idea what this is about.
Was that what I thought that was?
You go into one of these.
That's never good. You'll have to rewind it yourselves. I don't want to point it out, but I saw something not so good.
Super odd.
But I love this.
See, look, if someone came in actually and built little rooms here for you to rent, wouldn't that be cool? For the day, for the night.
What? It's kind of creepy in a way. Like, I wouldn't want to be there at
out
night.
of here to show you what it looks like.
But I love that.
So just realised it's a pumping station.
Oh.
And in fact, it continues all the way along there. So where I'm going to head to next is where the old train station was here in Folkstone. And where I'm walking now
tracks.
Is where basically, if you just walk up here, you can actually see the old railway tracks as they come into Folkstone. And they're still actually on here leading up to the old station. And we're gonna have a walk up there because what they've done is something totally different to anything I've ever seen from any old station in the UK. And all this has been lovingly restored, including all the ironwork over the old railway bridge in the shadow of the Great Burston Hotel. But if you're into your trains, or even if you're not, this is a special place to come and visit. Signal Box has now been turned into, I think, a cafe or a coffee shop. But look at this.
I love that. That's so cool.
It's been completely restored. Some of these are shops and cafes. It's really weird walking on a what used to be a train station. It's a weird feeling, almost like there's gonna be a train coming in at any minute, but there never will be again. Look at that.
Like they still have the old signs.
It still says, "Mind the gap."
I'm definitely taking a
and
photo.
I think
when
part
I
of the
there.
train track is actually still running along here. So look at that, you can see some history about the old Folkstone Harbour Station. It's amazing to think the Orient Express used to pull up here. The last time it pulled up into this station was 2009. The station has been closed since 2014, but if you're in Folkstone, it's definitely worth coming and having a walk around.
Yeah. And it's just a really unique location.
Still says up there, platform 1. I'm walking obviously on what was the tracks into the station. Some building work going on over the other side actually, which almost sounds like a train pulling in. So you can see what it did look like. I mean, it was all overgrown, it was rusting, so yeah. An interesting idea and an interesting tourist attraction, right? Just walking through the beach side, and there's loads of little containers here. It's almost like a little market stroke cafe area, and there's also one around the other side. Good use of containers, obviously being near Dover. But look at this, look. Oh my God, this is amazing. So if you're a big fan of the fun fair, randomly here on the beach, you can actually sit in one of the old waltzers. You can scan your QR code, even though that's broken, and order a coffee and enjoy the view.
Oh, wow. Nice.
In fact, what they've done here is use some of the sleepers from the station as well. So leaving the station behind, you can have a walk out onto the harbour wall.
It's just the location of it. So far near the water right
So
there.
they do close these gates when it's
really
bad
cool.
weather. Now the reason why you should definitely come and have a walk up here, because you get to see the amazing white cliffs of Dover in the distance, which are just coming into view. But from up here, we can see across to Folkstone Beach, which is a pebble beach compared to Sunnyside, which obviously is just over there. Look at the colour of the water though.
That is so
You see, me being from Norfolk on the Norfolk coast, it's not very often the water looks like that, apart from when we get some very good clear days in the summer. But on the south coast, the water does look a lot bluer, or greener in this instance. Just going to head down these stairs. Now, as you come down the steps, the station continues, and the old train tracks. There's an old train here as well that is worth going to check out.
It's got seating.
Because it's been turned into a coffee shop. Just look at this. This is amazing. Not just a coffee shop, actually.
Oh, that looks like liquor there.
Look at this. Almost like the Orient Express.
Oh, well, that's cool.
How beautiful is this? She sells seashells. That is what this is called. That is so cool. There's even little rooms you can sit in as well and get a coffee. The big Greek bus, if you fancy some Greek food. So there's lots of places to eat out down here. Hello, is that Mexican?
Hello?
I think so. Oh, Latino.
What?
There's a burger shack. And
What?
also places to eat out down here.
Is that I mean, honestly, thinking of London, I love Mexican food. We have really good Mexican food here. Of course, we're literally right next door. Some of you said the Mexican food is very meh. But in all the videos that we've seen, it's never seen or even brought up that there's Mexican food. And is this Hesperidina? I don't know. I can't see the menu.
Hello, is that Mexican? I think so. Oh, Latino. There's a burger shack. And also, nice to know, a few bars. Yeah,
here we go.
Open on a Monday, just after 12 o'clock. I'm tempted.
Do it. Come on, Tim. Do it, dog and
Please
otter.
pop in for a pint. It's like, oh my God, like this is like the tiniest little
That
pub
is
ever.
so cool.
How cool is this? Look at those lights. Wow, I love this.
Snug Bar.
Dog and otter.
I love it.
Tiny little pop-up pub. That's really good. You still see part of the station here as well.
That station's huge.
We'll go and check out the lighthouse on the very end. But from here, you get some amazing views of Dover and the white cliffs. Obviously, Dover's just slightly around the corner. Don't know how I feel about walking on this. So across the water there, we can see the beach Sunnyside, and a very popular place to come and get your photo with the Folkstone sign. This does get lit up at night, and it does look good.
That's great.
Weather is a third to place and time.
Look at
So
this.
the Folkstone Lighthouse. You've also got, I think, a bit of a pub here. Hello, mate. That is a big... Is that unopened?
Yes, it is. I know.
Don't see that every day, do you? There you go, the Lighthouse Champagne Bar. Definitely worth a visit. A bit too early for me, like I say.
No.
We're coming out right to
No.
the very end with amazing views over the English Channel and, of course, the White Cliffs of Dover.
That is so cool.
So having a walk on the boardwalk here in
I know I'm
Folkestone.
saying that quite a
You
bit.
can see there a rather famous
enjoying this.
hotel called the Grand Burstin. And if you want to see my review on that hotel, don't forget to click in the top right hand corner, or the link is in the description.
The worst rated hotel. Interesting.
But make sure you watch the end of the video first before you go over there and check that out. It looks like a ship, doesn't it? So the Leas, the lower Leas, there's also some really lovely gardens up there. They're doing some work over here. Apparently this is going to be called the Shoreline. Not quite sure what this is. Oh, apartments, townhouses. That'll be nice. So they are doing the area up.
Well, it does sound like they're still building and adding to it. So far, this has been an awesome place. I mean, it's not something that you go out of your way for, but if you're in the area, definitely to pop down in there for sure. I'm really loving the fact that you can see Dover, the cliffs from there. So it's definitely something, if you're going to go to Dover, add this to your journey because it's just cool. And I'm sure there's a bunch of little seaside towns like this, villages. This is, it looks like as though they're totally trying to improve on it with the construction that we were seeing. That little walk down the main drag there looks pretty awesome. Apparently, this hotel, it's got bad reputation, but let's see what he has to say.
That hotel definitely needs a bit of a paint job. To be honest, from a distance, I thought this was like a slingshot. This is an old bell that was removed from a 16th century church in Leicester, and apparently it was out of tune with all the other bells. So it was placed here in Folkestone. So this area here was once an amusement park filled with attractions. There was a roller coaster, a Lido pool here as well. It was demolished in 2004. And in its spot, the only thing remaining now on this very site is the Jelly Mould Pavilion with seats which are perfectly fitted for your bum.
So there was an amusement park
Not so
there.
great if you're a guy. Ooh. Okay, they're not too bad if you're a guy. Oh, look up there.
I mean, you got a
So
great
tell us
view.
about your memories of Folkestone in the comments. It's changed a lot. It's changing again.
Yeah,
The big
looks
old
like-
hotel that's being built
Nice.
there. I love the old Victorian buildings on the south coast. Doesn't that look beautiful?
Were those apartments or
So behind the
flats?
station is the old
Was that
Goodyard,
another
which has been
hotel?
turned into an entertainment area with little bars all the way around and a container there that opens out and is actually the stage. Look, you can even order on your phone, and there's places to get food and
I
drink.
love, here we
Now,
are
it's
on a
Monday,
Monday
as I said,
afternoon and they're open.
But you know, the season's kicked off now. All these are open. The bars are open. Food is being served. And actually there's more of it around here as
Wow.
well.
Oh,
In fact,
golf.
there's a really random tiny little miniature golf that's just popped up here. Look at that. Amazing. These are actually little shops in the sheds.
That's you.
Maybe this is a
different.
smoking hut. I don't know. There's a bit of an arty thing going on. There's a house here, and there's also one in the harbour, really randomly plonked there in the middle. So tell us your memories of Folkestone and the amazing amusement park that used to be on the beach. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and if you want to see more videos from the South Coast, click here.
Please go support Tim. Important that you do so. The link to this video will be in the description. You can get to his channel. If you don't already, you'll enjoy it. He's really good. He's really good. Interesting place for sure. It looks like they're trying to improve tourism there, having people making it a place, like a destination, which I absolutely love. I mean, these little villages can get lost, these little seaside places. I mean, they obviously sound like they had a big amusement park, which was probably in the 80s, in 90s was a huge attraction. Then, things go out of style, out of repair, so that was probably a big chunk of their tourism. They got a lovely beach, and the view is just gorgeous. And I love how of course I love all the pubs and bars, you know me, but I just love how they're doing all the things necessary, converting the old train station, which I find the location of that to be very unique, way off next to the water like that. Just really cool. And of course there's history there. What place in the UK doesn't? I may watch this hotel video and see if it's really the worst in the UK. But yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed that. I would have probably never even known about it weren't for Tim here. So very cool. I hope everybody's happy, healthy, and safe. Thanks so much for coming. Thanks for the suggestion. You know who you are. And stick around. Take care. Bye.
Mark from the States, Mark from the States, it's Mark. And he's from